What's up guys, we're going to be going through the best WNBA picks for today. Now I did want to show you the results from yesterday's picks from my exclusive Discord group, and as you guys see, we actually got 24 picks correct, which was absolutely insane. So we are on a huge hot streak, but if you want to get 24 picks right like me, win more bets and receive the best picks from some of the best bettors in the world for less than a cup of coffee, you can access the exclusive Discord to meet some of the best sport bettors in the game by joining my Patreon, should be linked down below in the description. Once you join, you will have complete access to the Discord and can start winning more bets today. So make sure to join my Patreon using the link in the description. And here's one of our members who just signed up and won himself $537 just yesterday, and another member who won $150 for the second day in a row since joining my Discord. So guys, if you want to win big money like our members, the link will be in the description, so go join the Patreon to have access to the Discord group, and I will be continuing to upload every single day on this channel the best bets and props, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss my daily upload. So as you all know, I do want to get these picks out to you as soon as possible, but Prizepicks is delayed with some of their lines, so here are a couple of players you should definitely watch out for when their lines drop. So the first player we're going to be talking about is none other than Ariel Atkins, who plays for the Washington Mystics, and she's been averaging this season 11.9 points, 3 rebounds, and 2.6 assists. So she's done a fantastic job, and they do face off against Atlanta Dream, who actually ranked 12th in points allowed, which is really interesting. They also rank pretty low at 8th in assists allowed, and they also rank lastly in 12th at rebounds allowed. So I think there's honestly a fantastic matchup for someone like Ariel Atkins. They got a pretty easy matchup in Atlanta Dream, and because of that, I definitely see her going on the over when it comes to her lines. When it comes to points, rebounds, and assists, I definitely think she will be able to go on the over. Her main usage rate is definitely points, so definitely keep an eye out for that points line. She does get a couple of rebounds here and there and also a couple of assists, but it isn't really her main duty out there for the Washington Mystics. So because of that, I definitely highly skew it towards points. I think she can definitely go over. She's coming off a great game where she had 19 points, 5 rebounds, and also 3 assists, so she did a fantastic job there, and she has been hitting pretty consistently her average over the last few games, which is great to see. So guys, if her line is under these averages, definitely look to go over, because I think there'll be a lot of great value there. And getting to the next player, we're going to be talking about none other than Alicia Gray, who plays for Atlanta Dream, has been averaging 17.7 points, 5.3 rebounds, and also 2.8 assists. Now they do face off against Washington Mystics, which are a really good team. However, they do rank pretty low when it comes to certain categories. So they rank actually first in points allowed, which is interesting, but when it comes to assists allowed, they actually rank 4th, and in rebounds allowed, they rank 11th, so near the bottom. So kind of different skew when it comes to Washington. Now they do have a winning record of 9-5, but I do believe when it comes to Alicia Gray, she should be able to go over in her rebounds category. Now points, like I mentioned before, they do rank first in points allowed, so because of that, there may be some value to actually go under in the points category for Alicia Gray. But when it comes to rebounds, I think she will be able to hit on the over, even though she is a guard. She's been getting quite a few rebounds here and there, but I do believe in this matchup, she should be able to go on the over, especially against a team like Washington Mystics, who are really poor at defending, rebounding in that sense. So definitely keep an eye out for Alicia Gray. I think she'll have a lot of great value there and a lot of great value to actually go on the over. Now getting to the next player, we're going to be talking about none other than Dana Evans. Now Dana Evans has been averaging 9.5 points, 1.1 rebounds, and 3.6 assists. So she's been doing a fantastic job for Chicago Sky, and they do go up against Los Angeles Sparks. Now Sparks actually ranked 4th in points allowed, which is interesting. They also ranked 2nd in assists allowed, and lastly they rank 9th in rebounds allowed. So Los Angeles Sparks are very average when it comes to opponents allowed, when it comes to points, rebounds, or assists. So because of that, we could definitely see Dana Evans going more on the over. Now what I would focus on is definitely that rebounds at 1.1. She doesn't average a lot of rebounds, but I do believe when it comes to Dana Evans, she should be able to go on the over, since Los Angeles Sparks do rank 9th in rebounds allowed, so definitely in the bottom half. Now she doesn't average a lot of rebounds, so in that sense, we'll probably see her line very low, and should probably be somewhere around 0.5 for that category. So as long as she gets 1 rebound, you should be able to actually win that line if it is out. Now over the last couple of games here, like we see the last 5, she's done a fantastic job, and I do believe she will be able to keep that up. Now rebounds, definitely I'll see a lot of value on, but definitely in points and assists, there could be some great value there if the line is definitely low enough, but you definitely have to compare it to the averages in order to see that. I think rebounds all up though is definitely one to look at when it comes to Dana Evans. Now, getting into the next player, we're going to be talking about none other than Cheyenne Parker, who plays for Atlanta Dream in a face-off against Washington Mystics. Now, she has been averaging 16.1 points, 7.3 rebounds, and 1.5 assists. So like we talked about before, you know, when it comes to facing a Washington Mystics, there's a lot of categories that Washington Mystics don't really rank too well for, and others that they do rank well for. But when it comes to Parker, we probably will see her go on the under. One of the reasons why is that Washington Mystics are pretty good at actually defending forward position, and because of that, we could see her go under on her lines if the line is a little bit too close to those averages. So definitely keep an eye on that. Like I mentioned before, guys, when it comes to Washington Mystics, they do rank first in points allowed. So because of that, we probably could see Cheyenne Parker go on the under, especially for points. So definitely keep that in your head when it comes to, you know, her lines when it does come out. Now, getting to the next player, we're going to be talking about none other than Jordan Canada, who plays for Los Angeles Sparks and has been averaging 13.4 points, 3.4 rebounds, and 5.8 assists. So she's done a fantastic job all year around, or, you know, all season around, and they do face off against Chicago Sky. Now, Chicago Sky actually ranks 6th in points allowed, they rank 6th in assists allowed, and they rank 7th in rebounds allowed. So they're a very average team, and because of that, I definitely see Canada going on the over. When it comes to playmaking, Jordan Canada does a lot of playmaking for the Los Angeles Sparks, and she has been showing that day in and day out. In the most recent game, she had 5 assists, then 9, and then another 6 assist game. So I think she can hit it very consistently when it comes to getting close to her average. Now, if her line is below her average, definitely look to go over, because like I mentioned before, there'll be a lot of great value there. Now, when it comes to rebounds and points, I think she should have a good possibility to actually go on the over. One of the reasons why I'd be a bit more 50-50 on that is due to the fact that when it comes to Jordan Canada, she actually, you know, isn't really much of a pure scorer or pure rebounder. It's definitely the assists that she focuses on, and because of that and her high usage rate in that department, I could definitely see her going on the over there. So keep an eye out for Jordan Canada. Again, to the next player, we're going to be talking about her teammate Lexi Brown. Now, she's been averaging 13.3 points, 2 rebounds, and 2.9 assists. So like we mentioned before, I do believe when it comes to facing off against Chicago Sky, who are a very average team, we may be able to see her play very well. Now, it is probable whether she is going to be playing this game, but I do believe if she is going to be playing, she may be on maybe restricted minutes, or since she is coming back from an illness, I do believe that she may actually go in the under and may get, you know, not only just restricted minutes, but may not be up to the WNBA standard just from the game back. So because of that, I definitely see her probably going on the under in this matchup if she does end up playing, but you definitely want to have to keep an eye out for that if she is playing, because I think that'll cause, you know, a lot of differences when it comes to you know, the usage rate of certain players and all of that. But when it comes to Lexi Brown, great and fantastic player, but I do believe since coming back from being out for a while, I do believe she should be able to go on the under here. Getting to the next player, we're going to be talking about none other than Marina Mabry. Now, she plays for Chicago Sky and has been averaging 15.9 points, 4 rebounds, and 3.6 assists. So she's done a fantastic job all year around as well. And they do face off against the Sparks, like we mentioned before, have very interesting stats when it comes to points allowed, rebounds allowed, and assists allowed. Now, where I definitely see Mabry actually dominating is definitely in the points category. Now, even though Los Angeles Sparks do rank 4th in points allowed, I think Mabry has just done a fantastic job at actually scoring, especially against Los Angeles Sparks. We see the most recent game, you know, when it comes to that, and she actually, when they did verse LA Sparks, she was able to actually go on the over when it comes to points. So because of that, we could see her go on the over once again in this matchup against LA Sparks. So definitely keep an eye out for that, guys. I think points is definitely where you could see a lot of value there. Rebounds and assists, she isn't really too high usage rate. You know, she does get quite a few rebounds and assists, but I think a lot of her focus has definitely been on points. So definitely keep an eye out for that. Again, to the next player, we're going to be talking about none other than Natasha Cloud, who's been averaging 11 points, 3.5 rebounds, and 6.1 assists. So she's done a fantastic job all year round as well. Now, they do face off against Atlanta Dream, and like we talked about, ranked 12th in points allowed, and they also rank, you know, somewhat decent when it comes to, you know, assists. They rank 8th allowed, and then rebounds, they rank bottom as well. So Natasha Cloud, no given, it should be able to go on the over in this matchup, you know, whether it's points, assists, or rebounds due to the fact that they are versing a pretty easy team. Now, when it comes to blowout situation, that may be possible, but I do see Natasha Cloud actually getting quite a few minutes in this matchup, even in a blowout situation. So, when it comes to Atlanta Dream, they do struggle against guards, and because of that, we could see Natasha Cloud go on the over, no doubt about it. So guys, if you do want to win more bets and win more money, don't forget to join our exclusive Discord group by signing up to our Patreon, should be linked down below in the description, or you can also find it in the pinned comment down below. Once you join, you'll have complete access to the Discord and can start winning more bets and win more money today. So guys, I'll see you over there, and I'll see you soon. Peace.